All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our Saturday morning call, guys. Thank you, Justin, for turning that off. Yes, we're straight into it today because we're going to be quick to the point, and we're going to share with people what we need, what we're looking for to get some help. 1 week today, there will be an initial massive call for everybody. So, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name's David Cutler, and if you're listening later to this call, if you miss out 1 week today, next Saturday, you are missing out a lifetime opportunity, and I mean that sincerely. We are going to be putting up inside the CRC a voting situation, which is actually what's caused some problems in the CRC. For those of you who are on the call today and have not been able to log into the CRC, or you're able to log in, you can't do a posting. We have got a problem with a plugin that has broken multiple things. We're aware of it. We are working on it, and it is a step-by-step process that we have to go through. And I'm going to quickly show you guys so you know exactly what it is. And then what we're going to do, guys, is get into a couple of quick points, what's going to happen next Saturday, so you guys are all aware of it. Quickly here, we will go through and show you, enter the screen right there. So right now, you can see that we are in the back end of the site, and you can see these versions need to be updated. These versions need to be updated. The reason we cannot leave them on an automatic update, and it can be as simple as a messaging tool. And for those of you who are writing code or know how to design and put stuff together, you understand it completely. We have a lot of hard coding that we have done inside the CRC, and that creates that if we upgrade or we update a version, it has to be checked, each and every one of them, with our code. So as you can see, there are multiple in here, like the buddy forms for the members, the contact forms, so on and so on. So we tried to do a workaround last week, and that failed on us. And last night, when we were trying to put up a new voting system, we have obviously broken the system. So we are in the process of going through one by one, updating them. So as long as the CRC can open, the CRC will stay open. I will be updating as much as I possibly can on the site by posting on the right side or in the voice message. That are the first two we're going to try to fix so that we can do it. Again, it's not letting you post. You can get into the site, but you cannot do anything with it. It's not going to allow it. So it's like Julie's the last post in there roughly 12 hours ago. Guys, this has created a problem for our Avazoo website. It went down last night for about 20 minutes, then come back up while we fixed something. Then it went down again for about another 40 minutes. So we had up and downs last night on the site, unfortunately, due to this. So we will be getting this fixed. But it may take some time. But rather than put it down, we're going to be putting in a poster just telling people what's going to happen. And it's going to be here on the side as soon as we can get the first widget fixed. So, guys, that is what's been going on. Okay, it is a situation that we most probably should have addressed on a monthly basis and then brought down the site. But we're working on version 2.2. So the choice is, do we want to put time and effort into doing version 1 when we should be doing version 2.2? So we can see the different people which are online. We just know you can't get to it. So guys, we are sorry about that inconvenience of what we're going to do. However, first part of the week, hopefully by Monday, Monday's update call, we're going to have a voting system that we're going to want to do. Now, we are going to put out some suggestions right now to you, long-term family, okay? We are going to be talking about 4 major items, and there's a couple of other items we got to do. So number 1, the test game. Let me quickly update you for the week for the company call. The test game that we've got has been working. We've only had 2 tickets in all week. And both of those, we're aware of what they were. We actually spotted them ourselves. So the test game, unless something comes in over this weekend, is working the way it should be working. We're going to be adding to it now. We're going to make it a little bit more glorified with some music and excitement. That'll be the next steps, what we're doing. But it is working the way it's supposed to do. I kind of, I have to laugh because Kirk come along the other day and said, man, I'm so unlucky. I only get like 400 or 500. So we started looking at, some of the people, what's the lowest number. And believe it or not, guys, the lowest number on it at the moment, and I'll double check to make sure, but it's in the first 200, which means the people got like, actually, I think it was lower than that. But it can just be the way the game is. It's, you know, it's a form of luck. So got some exciting news that we're going to be doing. The daily game will be kicking off, and the daily game will be kicking off on November the, making sure I double check the dates here. It's going to kick off on November the 15th. The monthly game will kick off on October the 15th, subject to one item we're waiting for an approval, but we're pretty sure we're going to get the approval on that. So the 2 games will be kicking off. Now, the daily game is going to have 3 spin wheels. So there's wheel number 1 that the top 100 people will go into spin off, which will be the following day. That, and I don't want to confuse you all, we've got drawings being done and we've got everything being done for next Saturday to show you guys lock, stock, and barrel. So the spin-off game is going to be done. It'll start with the top 100 going to spin-off board number 1 or 2. So you start with the initial one, you go to another board. Then out of that, the top 10 will go into a spin-off final. So the daily game actually goes for 3 days from start to finish. So when day 2 comes and your 100 people have gone to the second board, day 1 starts with a new daily game, just so you guys kind of got a general idea of how it's going to be. Now, what's going to happen, the top daily prize is $1,000, but it increases each day $1,000. The total prizes that are going to be on the game, on the actual board, is $10,000, of which $1,000 will be in a cash prize. Day 2, if nobody's won that $1,000, then that will go to $2,000. And then on day 3, if nobody's won it, it goes to $3,000, all the way up to $10,000 as a daily prize. Okay, so it's pretty exciting. Once it gets to $10,000, it then redirects back down to 0, or not 0, to 1,000, but it doubles the pool amount. So again, it's going to start with $10,000 in total prizes on the board. Then that $10,000, one wheel on there will be for $1,000. If nobody wins it, which is actually going to be on day 3, but it's day 1, if that makes sense. I'm sorry if this is a little confusing. It'd be a lot better if I put a drawing up here behind me. But on day 1, so you spin off, 100 people go to day 2, which is a spin-off wheel. Day 3, that top 10 people go over to day 3. And then what will happen is one of those prizes will be $1,000 of $10,000. The people that start on the following day will just keep cycling. So it's always a window of 10 days. At the end of 10 days, if nobody's won that cash prize of $10,000, it reverts back to $1,000. Now the prize wheel doubles. Instead of $10,000 in prizes, it goes to $20,000 in prizes. However, the cash prize is still $1,000 on day 1. Then at the end of 10 days, what happens is that goes back. If nobody's won the cash prize, it goes back to $1,000. And then the $20,000 prize pool doubles and goes to $40,000. And that does that consecutively for 5 times. So what happens is the prizes go bigger on the wheel each and every day. Obviously, we want to attract people to the site. Our focus is obviously the daily game. Now, here's what we've got approved at the current time. There is no $20 ticket people are able to participate in the the daily game. That's only $50 and $100 or higher. Okay, there are no primo tickets. Anybody that is a promotional ticket has had a VIP, a coupon, a given, they cannot participate. However, what we got approved, and this is part of the good news you're going to find out next week, if you sell a ticket that day, you can play that day. You get a pass. So anybody that's got a promotional ticket, you sell a ticket, you can join in that day's fun, which will last 3 days if you spin over on it. Now, additionally to that, guys, we have the weekly game that will always be for all parties. All parties will be able to participate in the weekly game. And the monthly game, there is a qualifier for the monthly game to participate for promotional. $20, $50, $100 tickets will all be able to participate in the monthly game apart from promotional tickets. I mean, I think you're all smart enough to understand if there's no skin in the game, you can't participate. There's no money to give out in prizes. So what we've got approved is if you are part of our subscription plan for the app, then you will be able to participate in the monthly game. So if you're not sure what the app subscription program is, that's where we haven't opened it yet. We didn't want to until we were really live. We didn't want to open it, but you'll have the opportunity to pay a subscription monthly. I think the numbers were $2.99, $4.99, and $9.99. $10 a month basically allows you to get up to 1,000 free entries each day under our sponsor links and get discounts and all kinds of things. That is going to be tied together with the virtual card, guys. And the virtual card it's a subscription plan of $10 a month, okay, for you to participate. For those who want to, you don't have to. If you do that subscription, we got approved from the regulator that you guys will be able to participate in the monthly games. Again, the promotional freebie tickets that have been given out. But don't worry, if you're not in the daily and you're not in the monthly, you've got the weekly games. So don't worry, that's going to be changing as well. There will be 3 wheels. One of the wheels, though, will be where you spin in the wheel, and you may lose out at that time. So you've gone from one wheel to the second, and you may lose out and not get onto the third wheel. So we're going to be going through this next week. We're going to be going through the reward program next week that I've got up in front of me to give a recap for some of you to remember what it is. Remember, we're getting straight to the point today on this call because we've got so much to get done, and we are trying to get everything scrambled and ready to go. So on now to here. We wanted to remind you guys, this is up and it is operational. So this is most probably going to be changed called the Legacy Club. Instead of the Founders Club, it's going to be the Legacy Club because obviously we want to get people in. This is all dictated by ticket sales, the amount of people that get the most ticket sales. We're going to be going through this completely, but there is 1,000 people. There are random different numbers. So if you come in 93rd place, you may get a solar-powered flashlight or whatever, lantern. But you could also come in at number 119 and you could get a laptop or bicycles. So these prizes we're verifying this week because Hawk had originally put these together. We want to make sure where we're going to go with them. The total prize payout all the way down. As you can see, there's a cash prize that goes. So that's $500 to $1,000 for the different cash prizes, depending where you number. If you're at the top, then there are bigger and higher cash prizes. But total overall, so you know what's going to happen, there's over $3 million up for grabs for people. There is things like scholarships for 1 year, scooters, iPhones, paid service, scuba trips, even new houses. So guys, right down at 968 of the top 1,000. You don't have to be up there to get yourself a new house. If you're in a country that is, we will bring in a prefabbed house. We're going to show you that next Saturday. We actually may have the manufacturer on the phone with us, or he may come onto the call. He's here out of Vegas. It's a module that's built that is just delivered, set up, and it's done. So the housing is pretty exciting. Obviously, we're doing something to help people as well. So we got lots of different things that we're going to be sharing with you next week. We're also going to be going through the $50 million pool in detail next week. And, of course, we're going to be going through Mascot. At this time, I'm going to see if Justin wants to come. Paul wants to come in and say anything about the Mascot. So let me know if you want to jump on quickly so you know, Paul. Give me a quick update.
Hi, how are you doing, Dave?
Oh, well, that was touch and go there. They don't know that. But, guys, my internet has not come up, and I'm working off of a mobile device, and I'm worried that my phone and everything is going to die. We've lost everything here. So, Paul, appreciate it, mate. If you want to just run with it quickly about the Mascot so we can get it all for next weekend.
Still getting a good response. Slow down a little bit, but keep your ideas coming in. Name me at avazoo.com. we've had a couple of people requesting if they can have the mascot sent to them on a white background or a green background so they can put a presentation together with it. I'm getting that sorted for you, and I'll have that out to you in the next few days. But yeah, no, it's all going well. Just keep them coming in.
Okay, so do we have an actual cut-off deadline date of when you pull the plug? I know you mentioned the days, but do we have a date where the countdown clock begins or ends, should I say?
No, I will get back to everyone on that. We were keeping it open. I think
right. So if you can give me that for Monday, then we'll announce that on Monday. So guys, the reason we haven't emailed everybody out today, you know, I don't know how to say this, but just be the way I am. We want to take care of the family. Okay, you're the family. We want to make sure your names are on that top 1,000 board. We want to make sure your names are playing in the daily, weekly, and monthly games. We want to make sure your names are part of the $50 million pool. I mean, I can't, you know, I cannot fix it. I cannot rig it. I wouldn't do that, period. It's just not my beliefs. But bottom line to this, we're going to do everything we possibly can to make you guys participate. Now, we have typically that interact on a daily basis in one form or another. It runs just a few hundred people. Obviously, we got thousands signed up. So next Saturday is a big day. Okay. And what we're going to do next Saturday is we're going to give a reward to get people on the call. Now, it may be we got multiple items. We've got 17 items written down here. It's going to range from I'm not going to introduce this all today, but I want you to do it. So you're going to reach out to the people you want on next Saturday's call, team members or competitors. What I mean by that is maybe you might want to say, hey, I don't care about that guy. He hasn't followed along in everything. Why should I bring him in right now when all the fruits are getting ripe and bring him in? That's your choice. But remember, teams, you don't necessarily need to do the work. You can find somebody who's aggressive, who can go out and sign people up. That sometimes a little bit of something is better than nothing of nothing. Okay, so guys, you may want to reach out to these people. We're going to give you all the week to reach out to them. We're going to send out 1, possibly 2 emails. That's it. We're not going to be running or chasing after anybody to be part of this, because the more left over, the more we can go over and help people. So if the people don't join, they don't join. That's okay. We know what we've got starting with marketing, advertising. We've got a pile of stuff that if I could tell you about it, guys, it would sound too good to be true. And we're not going to release these things until they're actually happening, so we don't get accused of making promises and not delivering, which we have done in the past because of third parties, but we have to take the heat for it. But as far as we're concerned, we are going. We're on now. And that's us. So if you want to join in on this train, this road trip, then hey, we want you to hear. Absolutely. We want to make sure you guys get rewarded. So for example, people who may join the call next week would get 100 entries. 100 company stock, possibly if that's what's voted on. That's worth about $10,000 today that they could go out and sell it. Now, before you get people on the call that just want money, take, then what we want to do is make it clear, even with that company stock on that call, they will not be able to sell their shares until after the first raffle. They get them issued, but they're not going to be able to sell them. It may be the monthly subscription plan that is going to be for X amount of months. It could be the virtual card. The virtual card, guys, is our key way to everything that we want to do. The virtual card people that we're talking to, we're actually talking to 3 currently right now. Obviously, we've got our first one, but there is a time frame they're trying to get done. So we may take in a temporary one and then swap them out. But the virtual card is your reward for people that are using prepaid debit cards or debit cards today. For example, I'm not going to say any of you do, but let's say you use a debit card to make your electric payment each month from your bank. Okay, well, use this virtual card and every dollar you spend on it, you're going to be getting free entries. So why would you use a bank card when all you're going to do is transfer the money from your bank to your wallet and then take it from your wallet and the virtual card and make the payment? So there are a lot of real big things coming, guys. We will not be able to cover these all next week in even 2 hours. So we're going to cover the priority stuff next week, this upcoming Saturday, and then the following week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we will be doing a subject meeting each day to explain in detail. So again, actually it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There are 4 subjects we're going to be talking about. Obviously, the daily, weekly, and monthly game. There's the reward program we are talking about. There is the virtual card and your wallet. And then the last one is going to be the Mascot. So we're going to cover them in 4 days following next Saturday. This has to be organized. It has to be put together in a way that we can present it to you. Have you have enough knowledge that you're able to go out and go after it. Of course, the $50 million pool has been extended. We had it originally, as you know, for 60 days due to the downtimes of the game. We'll have a new date for you issued this upcoming Monday. We have already put in the dates that we're projecting. And I'm going to tell you guys, we're trying to bring in Christmas into that date, allowing you guys to get some of the gift cards and get tickets out to get more points to get into that pool. We have not yet got it approved, but we do anticipate to get that approved. It's in our favor to do that for the company as well. But there are going to be things like extra spins that you guys won't know about. So what will happen is you're going to go to the game daily and you're going to get spins. Okay, so it's pretty cool how the new thing's designed. Additionally, you may lose out. It's just like one of them other games. You may land on something, get through all 3 wheels, get over to where it's the jackpot and it's $10,000, and there is going to be 0 on that wheel, which means you hit 0. You've gone 3 days of fun, excitement to get there. However, you did not win. But don't worry, because the next day, following up, you may be on that same board. So, guys, there are a lot of things that are going on. We know about the gift card is an important thing for people who are working diligently, and we will be announcing a package, which shocked me. We got this approved, but it is for people to take on a reseller's agreement of how they can sell tickets, and they will be able to get paid a commission. Now, I'm going to be upfront with you guys. It's a hard qualification. Okay, the only way we could get it approved was to, it has to meet the qualifications. So we got that to share with you. But before we go any further, what we're going to do is we want to get you guys involved on our monthly spin-off prizes. As you just heard how the daily one goes. So remember, I'm going to quickly recap the daily one so you've got a general idea before Kirk comes on and talks. So the daily game, that when it begins, and it may begin earlier, but at the moment it's set for November the 15th to kick off. So everything is laid out, put in place. We'd love to bring that forward to November the 1st is our goal. But we're going to tell you less and deliver more. We're going back to that model. So what's going to happen is on day 1, on the daily game, people who buy a ticket, $50 or $100, they're automatically added to the daily game. For those who want to, are a $20 ticket or are a promotional ticket, you can participate every single day of the month as long as you sell a ticket. If you don't sell a ticket, you miss that day, but the next day you sell a ticket, you play in that game. How and what can you win? Well, number 1, there are 3 boards, 3 spinning boards. We're going to start with the top 100. Then we'll go over to a board which is a top 10. Okay. Now that will increase as the volumes come on. That may be the top 1,000, or it could be the top 10,000. Go on to the spinning board number 2. So if you figure out what we've done, we've designed it now for future growth. So rather than having 1 million players and we only pick 5 people, we may have 1 million players playing in day 1. And then what will happen is it may be at that stage, 10,000 people go over to the second board. So it's like a qualifying board where there is exciting things. There are going to be some stuff on the board, on the second board, that is creative. You know what I'm like. So it may be that you spin on something and you land on it to get to the spin-off board, and you have to take a picture of yourself sitting outside or taking the dog for a walk, and then you upload that picture and it qualifies you across. So there's lots of things that is getting created in that daily game. We're trying to create the buzz. So by doing something different, you do two things in life. When you do something different, you take on a challenge, whether it's going to work or not, but it takes a growth to make that happen. I believe the Lord has told me we're doing the right thing. So on that second spin-off board, we could do things like, okay, you've landed on this, you take a picture at your church this Sunday, or take a picture of your nice clean fridge. In other words, we're going to interact on that spin board, and you do that and you upload it. In that time, you move over to the final prize board, and the prize is going to be pretty crazy, because what's going to happen is that 10,000 starting, $1,000 in cash for the first day. Nobody wins it. It goes to 2,000 in cash. Then it goes to 3,000 in cash. For 10 consecutive days, increases $1,000 each day. And if nobody wins nothing on that 10th day, on 10th, 11th day, it goes back to $1,000 in cash. But the board value of prizes go from 10,000 to 20,000. The next 10-day cycle, it'll go from 20,000 and double to 40,000. And then the next daily cycle, it'll go from 40,000 to 80,000. So guys, the prizes will get bigger even if you don't get the cash prize. In fact, logically speaking, what will happen is there'll be bigger prizes on the board than there will be the cash prize. For example, it might have at the beginning a 2-day cruise, which has got a value of $500. But by the time you get to the, say, 30th day, that prize on that pool, on that cruise, could be a 14-day Mediterranean cruise worth $11,000, but the cash value that day of the winning may only be $1,000. So hopefully you're kind of getting the general idea. That is being duplicated in the monthly game as well, guys. There's a little bit more interaction in the monthly game. We are going to be providing you with additional spins on a daily basis that you're going to be interacting into the game. It's been fun watching what's been going on, but we are obviously all designed about ticket sales, so you have to understand where it's coming from. We're going to have a voting system up this week that's going to allow you to get people on next week. We want to announce it next Saturday, go through it in detail as much as we can. And then what we're going to do is starting the following Monday, so it's a week this Monday, there will be a presentation Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. In the voting system, is going to pick what's the best time for you to pick. It's also going to be what do you recommend to give away as a prize to get people on the call next Saturday. So the voting system will go up Monday and it will end on Tuesday. You'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week to get people on next Saturday's call, your team. So I've just given a lot of information, Elias, and I don't know if you are ready to come on or not and do this in Spanish, or what we can do is bring on Kirk and Jim and we can talk about what they are trying to build and going to ask you guys to support. So I don't see Elias. So I'm going to bring on Jim and I'm going to bring on Kirk. Hey, guys, how are you? Good morning.
Hey, hello, guys.
Wow.
So it's the first time you guys have heard about the new daily game. What do you think?
Wow.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
A lot of interacting is going to go on, so I think it's going to be exciting for people. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters around the world, you all know Kirk and Jim, and if you don't, that's shame on you, not shame on us. Jim Wagner heads up our nonprofit. He's been busy recently moving home. Well, not moving homes, but having internet and this and that and everything else. So he's missed a couple of calls recently, but he's going to be getting the nonprofit interactive. But he jumped in with Kirk to help him to get sponsors. And they had a great idea yesterday about jumping on this call and trying to give some insight and using you guys as a partnership to try and get some people on the call. You all know Kirk. He's been doing a great job and doing the AAP program. By the way, guys, I got a couple of things on my list I needed to address. But for those of you who are posting, amen. You have really increased. I know Elias's team is really kicking butt. Congratulations on that. But guys, just remember, and I'm just going to quickly address this. I know these guys are on. This is the final weekend. If you've got any coupons, they need to be done today. If somebody has started on a coupon, We had 3 or 4 coupons come through last night. They've not completed. Tonight at midnight, there will be a 24-hour countdown. If they've not completed in that complete coupon, their coupon and the gift you give them is deleted. Additionally, guys, we found 29 people that were cheating the system. Yes, the word cheating the system and what they were doing. They have got a pass. They got a blessing. Starting this tonight, the 30th, October 1st, tomorrow, if anybody is caught in not doing the correct way of posting the banners, in other words, they're putting them up and deleting them instantly. If you're putting them up, you can put them up, and as long as they're up there for a few hours or a day, then you can go back and delete them, right? That's understandable. However, if you put them up and delete them, or more to the point, if you go and put them up and you show them in only for your eyes to see, so nobody on your social sites, if you get caught, doesn't matter who it is here, I cannot help you. It's been laid down to me in an email of the requirements. So after tonight, guys, if you're not going to post banners and leave them up, don't post the banners. Don't take any chances. Just don't post the banners. The free entries are not worth you losing thousands. Now, there are going to be lots of people over the next few days that will lose entries. The audit will come back to us, obviously not Sunday, the 1st, but it will come back to us on Monday. On Monday, we will be deleting those entries out of people, and everybody got a pass up until this month. Okay, so please, that's just the only negative I've got of the whole day. So please make sure you're very careful. Anyway, Kirk and Jim, two of my dearest friends, want to share with you and reach out to you because you may have some great ideas about what to put on the monthly spin board for prizes. So I'm going to step off, and I don't know which one's the lead. I'm going to leave it to you two wonderful guys, and I'll come back when I hear you're finished.
I'll start off and introduce Jim. Guys, I had to leave late last night, so I've been in the driving all night. So Jim's a little more coherent and always willing to step in and help out whenever he can. Yeah, exactly as Dave said, guys. Jim's going to pull up a spreadsheet here, or I should say a PowerPoint, and just kind of give you a picture view of what we're going to talk about. But it's an opportunity, as Dave mentioned, for every one of you to help Avazoo meet our mission. And it comes through finding sponsors who might have a restaurant, a hotel, a car repair business. Really, the sky's the limit on what they're currently offering to the public. And you can enhance that. You can enhance their ability to do that. And, for example, turn a negative into a positive in their waiting room. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But basically, we want to give you ideas on how you can go out and find sponsors who are willing to put up something of value in our wheels, in our games, our weekly and our monthly games. Jim, you want to take it over from there for a minute and show them with your PowerPoint?
Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Let me pull the PowerPoint up first here.
All right, while he's getting up, go ahead and get it up, Jim, so we'll keep talking for those. So, Elias, in a few minutes, we're going to come to you to see if you can break this down to share with people. Again, as a recap, guys, as more and more people get on, next Saturday is a big day, okay? We need to get the word out because there won't be another offering after this for people to join us in a call. This is a very unique offering we're going to do just to try to rekindle a few people. Go ahead, Jim. Make it up to full screen as soon as I know you're ready to go. Then I'll hand it straight back to you. But, guys, it's exciting what we got going on. What Jim's doing right now, and Kirk, we'll talk about right afterwards because that's also exciting as well. And what I mean by that, guys, is it's rewarding not only to be part of it, but it's rewarding as well financially. We'll explain that here in a few minutes. Go ahead, Jim. I'm going to hand it back to you, brother.
Okay. You got my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yep.
Yes, Jim.
Yes, we can.
Sorry,
Looks good.
Okay. Okay. Well, we need your help, guys. And if you look in the upper left-hand corner, this is a thing from
the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we're going to make a wish from you guys tonight. We need your help. And let me go through what we're talking about here. First of all, we've been talking about the wheel, and this is the current wheel. We all know that the monthly wheel is coming, and it's going to have much greater prizes on it than what's on there right now. But we're not going to be able to do that unless we have some significant prizes on it, and that's why we need your help. Because let's face it, Avazoo is a worldwide organization. Kirk and I both live in the United States, so we don't have a lot of contacts around the world, but you do. So we would like you to reach out to corporations and organizations in your local area and ask them to provide things of value that we can put on the wheel. We want you to think big and contact the large corporations, but don't ignore the smaller ones either. And they can provide anything they want. They can either use their own products, or they can use a product of value like a gift card to a local grocery store, or any kind of a gift card they could put on there. There's no cost to them. But we will put them on the wheel, and it may never get hit, but we'll offer them exposure to all the people who are spinning the wheel and put a link on our website to give them more exposure. We want you to be creative. Think of things of value that you would like, or that that you think people in your area would like, and begin to approach companies that will have those types of things that you like. So let me show you some examples of what you might want to do. Hotels, chain hotels to start with. There's lots of them out there. This is one of them, and I've got some pictures of different things to kind of enhance what we're talking about. But the chain hotel was a great thing because they have lots of things that they can give away. But don't forget the local hotels. We want to support them as well, and they can do just as much for us as the bigger ones can. So don't forget the local hotels. Also, look at the grocery stores. You've got all kinds of grocery stores that you might have in your country. These are the local ones. This is a local one here, but you also have the main markets, the main like Kroger's and Walmart and that sort of thing that you can approach and contact to see what maybe they'll give a food basket or something like that. So that's two so far. And then another one is car dealers. I don't have to give away a car, but they could give away a service to a car. They could give away any kind of things that they feel comfortable with. But those are good people that you can approach because they make good profits and they're looking for exposure. Jewelry stores, another great opportunity. Find a jewelry store that you know or that you've used in the past, or you know where it's located, and just approach them and see if they'd be willing to give up a piece of jewelry that we could put on the wheel. Another thing is bicycle shops. Lots of your countries, bicycle is the main form of transportation. Contact a bicycle shop. Great way to get to the point where you're putting things in people's hands that they can use and would enjoy. Cruise lines. If you are close to a cruise line, find out more about them. See if they're willing to give up a short cruise or something like that, and put it on the wheel for us, because we would love to be able to do this. Also, check with travel agencies. These are people that are constantly dealing with people who travel, and this is a great way to get to people who are traveling from the United States, where they can't buy a ticket, to an area where they can. And so, if you check with the countries, find out what travel agency they use and contact that travel agency. Also, this could be a gold mine for you. Shopping malls. Just about any store in a shopping mall will be you'd be very approachable on putting something on. Kelly, I think you'll recognize this one. I picked this one up from Australia. But you're going to be rewarded for what you do, and eventually these slots on the wheel will be turned into pay slots for which you can earn a commission. And but let me finish up with this one. Remember I said make a wish at the top or left? Well, if you look at the center, it says wish granted. So I'm going to challenge you. How many of you will say, we'll grant that wish, and we'll go out and try to find some organizations and stores that'll put something on the wheel so we can get the monthly game started. So with that said, I'll turn it back to you, Kirk.
Nice job, Jim. Very nice job. The other thing I would add, guys, is it doesn't have to be a conventional business either. Kelly and I've been on back and forth on the phone. She put together a beautiful PowerPoint that it's actually got so much information I can't share it today. And also Graham and some others have done some, Keith Fields have done some other creative companies that are offering up some things. We've got some small medical products that have great value, that have some significant value and benefit. We've got some food preservation devices that you're going to see that are valuable anywhere and everywhere in the world. And then Kelly's got a travel company so we've got some very significant things that are going up on this wheel: $100, $200, $300, $500, and up to $1,500 paid for hotel stays in a resort. So there's some very, very interesting and very exciting stuff coming up. So think outside the box. You guys realize that, Avazoo, it was an idea that has now come to life, and it wasn't for lack of a tremendous amount of hard work from a lot of different people and a lot of different input. We need your input. We need your effort, and we want you to be a part of this legacy because it's happening, but we'd love to have you on it, and we need to have you on it. So get out there and listen. What my point about creativity, it's not set in stone. You understand the basic idea. If someone says, well, how long is this going to be for? You'd say, we can just get them going for the first month so they have some kind of idea of how long it's going to be. So offer to let them put their foot in the water. But obviously, once they get involved and they see how this is going to bring them business, then they're going to want to be in it for the long haul. But just be creative. Go to kirk@avazoo.com with your questions, and we can get answers for you guys. But we desperately need your help. You want to be a part of this legacy, so jump on board and let's get going.
All right, so let's add to this, guys, because we want to make sure that you understand. So I think you got the general concept. We're trying to build up the monthly board with prizes that can be recognized in your local areas. So we don't want to be giving you things like the Cosmopolitan Hotel that I got a verbal from. Just so you know, Kirk, that's over $4,000 for the week to stay there. But I got a physical verbal. Haven't got it in writing yet for the Cosmo for 5 nights in Las Vegas. And that will actually come with complimentary breakfast in the morning. But guys, if you're in, say, Kenya, you most probably would not travel to Las Vegas if you win a prize for 5 nights at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. It just doesn't make sense. So what I'm going to show you right now, before I talk about what's in it for you guys, is I need you to understand, what does it mean? Okay. So what do they get out of it? Like that bicycle shop, Jim, and I jumped off to do something. Jim, did you explain how the bicycle shop benefits from, or any of them, how they benefit from their donation, or you haven't covered that yet?
No, I didn't cover that.
All right, so guys, I'm going to take lead for a little bit. So you guys have got a general idea. I really need some of you leaders, obviously Elias and Kelly and Keith and Julie's and the people that are leaders out there. Listen carefully, because this may come back on an often basis to you. It's happened to me over the last few months on a regular basis, and I have the perfect solution answer for the rebuttal. So if you're cleaning your car right now, put the rag down. If you're vacuuming the carpets, put it down, because this is the best and it really truly works. So I'm going to share you a screen. If you go to a bicycle shop, let's say in London, okay? And for instance, in London, we've only got, say, I'm just using numbers. Say we've only got 100 app users. Why would the bicycle shop decide to turn around and make a donation of a bike to put on the wheel? Well, it all comes down to advertisement, right? What eyeballs. So as you can see right now in the app, this is my app. You all know where I'm at because you know my numbers. But here's the app. I've got the banners in it. So right now, mine shows 4. I'm going to ask Justin right now. Is Justin with us today? I haven't heard his voice.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, dude. How are you?
Hey, guys.
Sorry, guys. He had a very bad migraine and was out cold yesterday. Just do me a favor. Can you go and pick up another, say, my favorite restaurant in town? Do you want to go ahead and pick that up?
Yeah, awesome.
Okay. So guys, we're going to do this live for you. So let's say the bicycle shop. So we can actually do this when somebody says to you inside that store, that chain, whatever it's going to be, and they say, hey, well, how's it going to benefit me? So I'm in Las Vegas, okay? That's where I'm at. Now, you guys see one, which is the informational one about the app. There's no entries on that, guys. It's funny. We've been watching people try to upload that, and it says no entries. It's kind of interesting. But you can see right now, there are 3 other banners in here. Justin's going to go ahead and put up my favorite restaurant banner in here. The banner is, and we've told you a million times, and this is where you're all going to start making some incredible money as we move down the road. What's going to happen is the banners and the sponsors are geolocation. In other words, we can set it at a quarter of a mile, even 100 feet, that the banner would only show if you're within 100 feet. Let me know, Justin, when you got it up so I can refresh. So what will happen is your bicycle shop in London, and we've only got 100 app users. It just refreshed on its own. So you can see what just happened. Guys, if you open your app right now, unless you're here in Las Vegas, you are not going to see that. Leave that up just for a day, and we'll find out if anybody, leave it up till Monday, actually. So what's going to happen, guys? Actually, let's increase them entries for me. Give me 10 entries there, please.
Okay.
Let's have some fun on here. See if the word gets out in Vegas. Okay. Actually, bump it up to 25 entries.
25? Okay, got it.
So, guys, if you look at your app right now, it does not show this banner in your app. If it does, we got a problem. However, if you decide that you want to drive through Las Vegas, what's your radius you got that set at, Just?
In kilometers, it's set to 20 from where you're at. So.
Increase that up to 50 kilometers, please, for me. Okay. So we're going to go to 50 kilometers, which obviously you guys know what that is if you know how to work things out in miles. But our valley across is 27 miles, and going a little bit north, we have Mascot, and we should be able to do it. So anybody up there on the borders of Utah, you'll be able to get it. So guys, so now here's what I'm just trying to show you. Your bicycle shop in London that has only got 100 app users, as an example, why would you want to put this banner in that area? Okay, you wouldn't. Okay, so what you want to do is put the banner in a area where hospitality people, where visitors come to the area who may want to buy a gift, maybe that bike shop. And I'm using a bike shop, which is an unusual one. It could be hotels, it could be lots of different things. But what would happen was, let's say the most visited people, I'm using as an example, are from New York who go to London. Then you would put on the banner, visit my shop when you are in London, enjoy 10% discount, or whatever the banner wants to say. Then this banner is posted geolocation-wise to where we are in New York. So in other words, guys, Kelly, you don't need a shop that's got no app users in Australia. Or if you're in Nigeria, obviously Nigeria is one of our busiest countries. Kenya is, Guyana is. There's a lot of countries that got a lot of app users. But my point being is, guys, the advertiser, especially if it's a hotel chain. Now, there are some flights, local flights, in what also would participate in this, because now this is opening up daily. So remember, as a person that donates something to the wheel, they get the opportunity to a banner. Did you update that, Just?
Yeah, you might have to refresh for the entries to show, though.
Okay. I don't know if it's going to refresh that way. We'll take it back. So they'll have a sponsor. So there's 25 entries right now. So if any of you are in Vegas, you're going to get 25 entries. And of course, that's a Brazilian steakhouse. If I go in there, 276, 7,276, I'm going to say, go in here, and I'm just going to put very quickly. Sorry about the emulator and the timing. You know how that goes. That's a little pain. So, hi, guys. So think about how quick your advertiser can see something. So the reason I'm doing this, guys, okay, I want you to really, really listen. That's why I said put down a vacuum cleaner or whatever you're doing. As soon as I posted that banner, and I'm now in New York, so as an example, obviously, I've just posted that banner that is a London bicycle shop or whatever it may be. However, what's just happened is if I go over here and I go to my Facebook page, what's going to happen is, as we see it, you're going to see my banner is then going to go to all my friends in the area. In this particular Facebook account, it's about 3,500 people. So they are getting the posting. So the advertiser that's going to put up a bike, it's going to see it in the banner. Then it's going to get spread all around the world about his shop. And that bicycle might be a $50 bike that now is getting advertisement everywhere around the world. Now, you will see in phase 3 of Avazoo, you guys will participate in receiving revenue from that banner. When you click on that banner, it will go then directly to, right now, mine's set up to go to my page, but this will go directly to their shop. So inside the app, right here, it will have a banner. It will also, for the people that do it, they will also have a link inside their supporters where you will have a link in here that takes it to their page. You can't beat the advertisement. Yes, we don't have thousands we have thousands, but we don't have tens of thousands of app users around the world. But what we do have is something that nobody else can offer. I can post it and put it up in the banner, and you guys want to get free entries, you're going to post it up and share it. That's the whole business model of Avazoo. We give all the raffle ticket money entry away, and then obviously we can eventually start charging for advertisers to be in the banners that we can start paying commissions on as our distributors and resellers. So guys, you're getting a real good understanding of this. Now, what's in it for you? In my opinion, if you want to jot this down, and we'll cover this on our first training this week that we're going to do, I'm going to give you some examples. It's your choice of what you'll get, and it depends on what it is. But there's an opportunity of a free subscription, okay? So you get a free subscription, whether it's 1 month or 3 months or a 12-month subscription. That means what I just showed you inside that app, you'll actually have the opportunity to get up to 1,000 free entries each day. So if you bring along that bicycle shop as a sponsor, you'll have one of these choices you can pick from. You can receive free entries, just one lump sum free entries. You'll have free tickets that you can give away, not sell. You will have the opportunity to become a reseller. If you can prove what you can do today, meaning on this wheel, you may be picked as a reseller for the future, which then means you can get commission on everything. This is the one that I think is very, very important if you're going to be aggressive. If you're going to be Elias's team, that I know he's building a very unique team. We know this, guys, because Elias and what he's been doing the last 10 days, we have actually seen a spike on his traffic, where he's coming, how he's designed it, how he's developed it. Hats off to him. He's done an amazing job. However, this is something you may want to think about. Points, reward points. So let's say, for example, you went after a hotel chain and you went to them different hotels. Well, then people are going to be winning the prizes of the hotels. And every time they win hotel prizes, you receive the reward points. So if you get 200 reward points each night for a hotel stay, and we give 5 nights away on the board, you get 1,000 points, which means you and your family can go and get free hotel stays. So the points one is really, really cool. You're going to get a free virtual card instead of having to pay for that virtual card. So you'll have the choices of what you want, even a seat at the main event, subject to the size of the person you put on the wheel. So we really want to share with you the benefits of what to do it. Now, individually, what the company is going to do is we're going to give you your own banner inside the posting. So people are going to recognize you, who you are. And that banner that everybody then will post, obviously they'll know what you've done and how you've done it. We're going to do a press release on the success story of how you have done an amazing job getting sponsors for Avazoo. So your name will be up in lights, obviously. And here's one I think is really cool. You're going to be on the board for the name. So let's just say it's Elias, or it's Michael Brown, or Peter Smith. So Peter Smith, what does that mean? Name in the board. Everybody sees your name being spun around. And when you land on it, you get the 10 hotel night stay or the bicycle or the dental or whatever. Guys, we are creative with Avazoo. We'll always be creative as long as I'm around anyway. Guys, this is we're making this fun and exciting. But what we don't have without setting up a team, which means paying internet, phone calls, salaries, blah, 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 we don't have a way to do it in local areas. So we're looking at you to partner with us, be rewarded on this, be recognized on this, and of course have this as longevity that you can get ongoing repeat. Now, what's really cool, that bike may be on that wheel and it could go 6 months without even being hit. You don't know. You don't know. It's just like some people go on and sometimes they hit 19,000 on the wheel and sometimes they hit 2 on the wheel. You just don't know. So their wheel of success, there's going to go from one wheel to the middle wheel, from the middle wheel to the prize wheel. It could very easily go several months. So if you got somebody that said, hey, I would like to put on free 5 gallons of water home delivery or free internet for the next 3 months, I'm happy to give that away, meaning 3 maximum times it could be used. It may not even get hit, and they've got all this free advertising. Guys, we're good at what we do as a team. This is exciting for you as you go forward. Kurt, Jim, any questions on what I told you I'd put together for you?
No, David, that just opened things up a lot clearer. I heard it yesterday, and the second time I'm understanding it better. That's ingenious, phenomenal.
Good. Jim, you okay?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Right. So, guys, I think we should offer training. We'll discuss that on Monday morning's meeting, and then we'll announce that on Monday's timing on how to do it. But, guys, one of the best things you can do is what you just saw in real time. If you're going to go and visit, and we're using the word bicycle shop, which is a challenging one, but Jim's 100% right. There are a lot of cities around the world, including London, where I'm from, that a bicycle is better than driving a car. So, guys, it's not a bad idea at all. However, if you know you have an appointment for that bicycle shop, you can arrange it with us. So it's in real live time. So that bicycle shop can see it posted, the banner, and can see what he can get out of it, as an example. Now, listen, we're big into helping people. That's what our whole game plan is about. So if you've got things in your country that we're not aware of, that you know is helpful to somebody, they're the kind of people we want. Whether it's free water, free food, whether it's shoes for the feet, soccer balls for the kids to play with. I don't know what it is in your country, but I know that we can help people, and that's what these banners were designed to do. So I hope you guys like my kind of concept idea of the banners, and with the team that we've surrounded around us, I'm just 1/10 of these guys, or even less than that. They've all brought their ideas and concepts to the whole thing. Again, even with the character, you might have the mascot ride the bike for you and talk about it. I mean, Paul is very creative. So is Kirk, Jim, the whole team. So guys, we can do this, and we can do it if we work as a team. It's hard when you're individual. So we'll do a call on Monday, or let you know what time the call is on Monday. And if you've got any supporters out there, and when that grows to where it's a paying customer, then, because it will, once it comes to a paying customer with the amount of traffic, then you'll be able to get some of the commission on that deal. All right, guys. So listen, I'm doing a recap. So Jim, Elias, do you want to come on and do a quick Spanish recap of where we're at, or are you still not with us, Elias? I think he's joining. I'm not sure. There he is. Hey, brother.
I'm with you, but I cannot talk.
Oh, you sick? Okay.
I have a problem. Yes.
No problem.
So I cannot talk.
No problem. Don't talk if you're sick. Our Spanish community, our friends and family in Spanish, I apologize, but he is sick. I know you're on the call. I'm sure you can understand enough English to understand that he's coughing and splattering. Please bear with him, and we will definitely be setting up Elias to work with us on the trainings to go through. Remember, we got 4 massive programs, from the reward program to the daily, weekly, and monthly games, the $50 million pool. This is it. We're on. You can't ask for any more. Why do you want to be a player with Avazoo? Spend $20 and have this opportunity. And remember, that's still that $20 winner could be the $1 billion ticket. So, guys, we'll let Elias come back at a later stage. And Elias, please take care of yourself and give me an update. And your team is just doing an amazing job building out. So congratulations on that. And just be healthy and be safe. And I'll be praying for you, man. All right. So Kirk, Kirk or Jim, you got anything else you want to add to this before we wrap the call? We're going to do questions, obviously. Guys, if you've got any questions, quickly put them down now. And we'll cover them. Anything, Kirk or Jim, you want to say before we leave the call?
Jim?
I would say don't forget nonprofits too. You contact them. Sometimes a nonprofit that does things around the world that they can donate and put it on the wheel. So you can check those out too.
Maybe, Jim, you can give them some ideas next week of what we can do there so they can kind of grasp, how a church or how, a non-profit can get and organize. So maybe you can put something together next week and you guys do that on part of the training.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I would add, or just to re-emphasize, guys, first of all, thank you, Jim, for stepping in and stepping out and helping. I know you went through a lot of effort there. Guys, it's this part that Dave explained beyond our initial understanding is really going to be impactful, and it's exciting because I grasped it a little bit better the second time. For you, those of you who understand this geolocating and how that can bring a lot of business to those people that you're already familiar with, like Jim suggested about bicycle shops, restaurants, etc. Now we're going to learn in the near future here how to bring that home further. If you don't have a completely crystal clear idea of how it's going to work, thank you. I'm excited, Dave. I finally grasped it a little bit better, and yeah, I can see how that would be nice. Guys, we need your help.
Cool. Good job. And listen, Kirk, he's been driving hours, guys, all through the night. He's got a 13-hour drive. Please be safe, Kirk, and get your eyes on the road. And thank you, guys. I appreciate you both here. We're going to do some Q&A right now, so be blessed, and we'll talk to you guys on Monday morning. Be careful. All right. So, guys, I did see a question. John McKenzie, John, you're a big family member to us. You know that, how much things you do. I can tell you guys that John asked a question about Elias's training. Elias and I have already had a conversation about this, and I've actually had it also with Tom. So basically, guys, they are building a team. It's competition. So if you're not part of their winning line, you guys use the word downline. I don't like to use that. You're most probably not going to be invited. Not saying you won't, but most probably not being invited to them trainings. Even though I know Elias and Kelly's and people like that, want to help people. I know that for a fact. There's no doubt in my mind. However, they want to get as much of that $50 million as they can get. So, you need to obviously ask if you can get on the training, but also understand that most probably they may not want to invite you to be competition to get a larger piece of that $50 million. So especially with you, John, there's no doubt in my mind that you can build a very large, successful team and do trainings. However, they are different than I am or any of our team at Avazoo, meaning our Avazoo employees or volunteers or whatever you want to call us. Paul will jump on with you, John. I will jump on with you. So, anybody out there that is a leader or wants to be a leader, we will definitely jump in and help you. But please don't be shocked if you are not invited to some form of trainings. The company's always going to do some, but and Kelly just wrote, I'm open for everyone. Guys, I'm just letting you know that what could happen. So I don't want you to feel rejected. I'm not saying it's going to, but I'm just want to be upfront with you guys. $50 million, and you've got a team that's trying to get $50 million. They may not want to share everything with you, but God bless to our group here and how we've all come together as a family. I don't think there's that many on our home-based group that wouldn't share because they're not greedy. But anyway, Justin, what other questions have we got to come up or Paul, you come on. So obviously you want to address something.
I didn't actually mean to come on. Sorry, I didn't realize I was on.
Okay, well, is there anything you want to offer while we're here? If not, we're going to answer questions and we're closed up for the day.
No, like you said, we're all one team. So if anyone needs any help, reach out to us. That's what we're here for. Because your success is our success. And like I keep saying, there's always something else going on in the background that we know about, you don't know about, and we're just going to make it better and better and better. And we're at the stage now where the decision's been made that over the next week or so, you're going to find out about everything. And you'll see how much hard work's been put in by myself, Dave, and the rest of the team.
Cool. Guys, I do want to compliment you, and it happens on a such regular basis. People send in and tell us about things like the posting in the CRCs down. If you missed the first part of the call, basically we're aware of it. Listen, we never want you to stop doing that, and we are really, really appreciate. I mean, you have no idea what it means to me that when I wake up in the morning and I see 5, 10, 15 emails in help desk saying, hey, we just want to let you know. That's real team effort. You're going up and beyond. I also want to let you know that every one of our tech guys, the only way you can be part of the company, including upper management, you have to have certain apps on your phone to notify us. So when a site goes down, typically within 30 seconds, we are aware of it. Now, of course, we could also be sleeping or in a meeting or our phone turned off, whatever it may be. But bottom line, guys, is we are so appreciative. We don't want you to stop doing that, letting us know what's going on. It's awesome. I've never actually ever seen this before in my previous history. So, guys, quick recap. Just, is there any questions that we need to address?
Just one from Scott. He said, I currently don't have a sponsor. Can this be addressed?
Scott, who was your original sponsor? Could you type in that?
Not
Guys,
yet.
the VIP people that didn't do it, they got reactivated this week. You can get them in and playing in the game to do that. We also fixed the photograph issue. We believe we figured out what was happening on the profile picture. What was happening was, instead of using common sense that you drag and drop an image in the white box, it didn't say that. And if you was on the wrong texture screen, you couldn't really see the white box. So it said upload your photo. We didn't do it. We made that modification a day or so ago. So now the profile pictures should upload, or we're hoping that we'll see the increase. But yeah, let us know who you've got, who signed you up from day one. We should be able to find that, Justin. I don't know, but we'll get that fixed, Scott. And again, guys, like I say, we've had an amazing group, but think about what is coming up. I mean, it's guys, it's shocking. I mean, the good thing about it is it all works towards your future. Whether it's $1 million or you're halfway down the reward program and you get a free groceries every 2 weeks for a year. I mean, that is all about helping, and there's nobody asking you for money to participate in this. All we're asking you to do is be part of Avazoo and be part of the legacy and say, hey, I was one of the reasons we sold them tickets in that raffle, and we want to recognize you for that. We're not doing it any other way. I mean, I've stuck my heels in on this. Rewards go out to you guys and be recognized. Maybe you're not the top leader, or as they call it in network marketing, you're not the top money earner. But you know what? You might be somebody that participated to get us to do this raffle and accomplish the mission of the company. And you need to be recognized. And there are a lot of different ways we can recognize you. So number one, thank you. Number two, we can get your name out there to show the world. So whatever you're doing, you want to show your grandchildren, you can see and read a press release, or you can see your name up on the app so you can show people. Guys, some of these little things mean more than just money in the bank. Yes, you need money in the bank to pay the bills. I know, I got it, I understand it. But sometimes just the extra length of going to make you guys understand that you are part of us is very, very serious. So quick recap, then I'm going to go down this. Scott says no idea. So we'll try to track that back, how you found us, what the tie is. So we'll try and look at that, Scott, and we'll have you fixed somehow sooner or later. I did see you're starting to sign up some people in different countries. So good job, Scott. Let's quickly do a recap of so John McKenzie just brought up about a media kit. Guys, I don't want to hide behind this. The CRC Center was run by Deanna. Deanna's had a brain virus. And by the way, I think I did share with you guys. I share with you guys that Joyce, our web designer that slowed us down the last few weeks, she gave birth. So I'm going to quickly just do this. It's, I think, the third Avazoo baby, maybe the fourth, actually, thinking about it, that we've had white team members have done it. So I just want to quickly share that with you. So that's Joyce's little baby girl. So congratulations to Joyce. Also with Deanna, please some prayers out for everybody who's sick, not just Deanna, but she's gone through a brain virus situation that she should be back on board. So to answer your question, John, once Deanna's back, we can get all of the stuff built on what we call the front of the CRC. Obviously, to us, as in more tech guys, we want the back end to work. So we will figure out how we can put a press kit together for you to help you on this. And I'll have an answer for you, John, by no later in Monday's update call. We'll figure out who we can assign to put to this so we can get it done. But guys, there's a lot of wonderful things happening that you're not aware of. If we had more individuals, we'd be a lot quicker. But, it's been a very, very challenging 6 months, not only stress-wise for the business and getting things done, but also financially for the company. And remember, there's very, 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 very little money coming in. And what I want to tell you on this call on September the 30th, 2023, every single penny that has come in from ticket sales, NFTs, anything, every single penny has not one penny has ever been spent. Not the 30% has been divided. The whole 100% is sitting in the accounts. And that's done because we've opted to do that until we actually saw full momentum. Just in case there's a situation that we've got to say, hey, we tried, we couldn't do it. Here's your money back. And we've done that. That's been our MO since day one. So, guys, it's been challenging, but we are at the, as far as I'm concerned, the starting line October 1, which is tomorrow. And from here on inwards, it's not going to be all downhill, but there's going to be a lot more downhill than there is uphill. And that's all that matters. So we will get you web kits and design kits, and we're going to be reaching out to some people. Maybe some of them people can even help put some kits together for us. And we will get the front look of the CRC up and going. We need to just get it going right now. But guys, we couldn't be any further along than where we are. We, unfortunately, things come across. And, if you go and have a look at some of the, I watched Steve Jobs the other night in his movie on how he created, and they knocked on doors and they done this and tried to build computers in the garage and so on and so on and so on. Nothing of this size comes easy. Nothing at all. So, this is why you're a legacy. Some of you are gone, and the ones I'm talking to now, you don't matter because you're already gone. You've moved on. You couldn't see it, or it wasn't in your heart or whatever. You got a ticket, and congratulations. But the ones that get on these calls, the ones that participate, you're a legacy. You're not, Jennifer from wherever you are, Jennifer East Coast, or you're not Raul from wherever you are, Raul. You are family to us, and we mean that. And we want to reward you in the highest level we can possibly do that. Can we get here just by mass advertising? Yeah. But can we do and have so much fun as what we've done with you guys? So much better, so much quicker. So we're very, very much in debt to all of you. We thank you for everything. What we want to gear up now is next Saturday to get as many possible people on that call, so they can understand the free daily, the free weekly, the free monthly game. We'll understand how to get part of the $50 million, how to come up with the mascot. So guys, you've got the reward program to me that is just, great opportunity for many different things. So we're going to be addressing all of them next Saturday in a quick glimpse. And then on that following Monday, there will be a presentation each and every day on each subject, so you guys get a full grasp. Obviously, it will go up on the website as well. The new test game, test number 2, you'll be rewarded the same as you did. The people that got in last week's game already got their entries, including Kathy, who was the leader. We've obviously fixed that problem of being speeding up, so that works. And Kathy will be receiving a little prize as well coming to her door. So guys, this will be the end of the test week. We're in full motion starting this Wednesday morning at 1 minute past the hour. There'll be a couple of upgrades on the wheel to make it a little bit more exciting. And that will be the weekly game. On the monthly game, it is scheduled right now to kick off on the 15th of October. And the daily game will be kicking off on the 15th of November. However, we'd like to bring the daily game forward. Once there's a full understanding on how it works, we will get that launched. So guys, thank you. Justin, anything you need me to cover in player support anywhere?
Nope, that's it for questions at this time.
Okay, guys. So go and have an absolutely awesome weekend. Think about what we've done on the call. If you didn't hear it all, go back and replay it because it's exciting, and find out how you can be rewarded. Like I say, what you pick as your choice, how to get involved. It's going to be pretty exciting. So guys, be blessed. Have a great, great weekend. Prayers out to Elias and anybody else that's sick out there, guys. Take it easy. Don't push it. Let your body heal. God's got you. You'll be fine. All right, guys. Have a great one. God bless to each and every one of you. We will talk to you on Monday's update call, and we'll have a voting system up where you can vote on what the prize will be given to get people on the call next week. So we'll completely address that on Monday's update call. All right. Don't forget any coupons out there or anything. Make sure they are completed. As of 24 hours after tonight, they will be deleted. So please follow up on everybody on their coupons to get them to go back, add the profile pictures, like the pages, make sure they get all the clicks so you can see what's going on just by going into your referral list. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Elias. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Paul. And just thank you, family. God bless everybody. Take care.